Hey there, I'm Mark from Flyability, and welcome to this first edition of the Product and Services Spotlight. In this video, my fellow team members and I will walk you through our latest product and services update. We've got a lot to cover today, so let's get started.
Hi everyone, it's Nicholas from the Product Management team. Today, we're going to start with Cockpit and the latest Helios 2 firmware update. With the introduction of the Helios 2, we've enabled indoor photogrammetry. In this release, we're adding several features that are geared towards a better user experience when capturing datasets for photogrammetry. The first feature we're introducing is the photogrammetry mode. When activating the photogrammetry mode, your drone is tuned to help you create photogrammetric models with ease. You will enjoy a slower yaw rotation rate for smoother flight experience. The camera pitch control works in steps to avoid motion blur and ensure data overlap. Also, the camera pitch is restricted from 75 to -15 degrees to avoid seeing the cage. And finally, the camera parameters are optimized for the best possible results. Therefore, the camera and lighting settings cannot be modified when you are flying in photogrammetric mode. To activate the photogrammetric mode, simply move the mode switch to the C2 position. The second feature we're introducing is the strobe lighting. When you activate the strobe lighting mode, the LEDs are synchronized with the camera shutter and produce pulses of light just when the camera shutter is open. The light pulses are 60% brighter, but the overall energy consumption decreases. As a result, the drone flies longer while delivering sharper images. Additionally, it reproduces the capability of a global shutter, reducing the image distortions and improving your photogrammetry results in dark environment. To enable this feature, go to Settings, Image, Strobe Lighting. Keep in mind that while using the strobe lighting, the light is flashing at 30 Hz and might create discomfort, dizziness, or put epileptic persons at risk. Therefore, the mode needs to be enabled for each flight. The third feature we're introducing is the cage-free view. The cage-free view feature limits the camera range between 75 and -15 degrees. This soft limitation on the camera panning helps to avoid seeing the cage in the video footage, which is detrimental for photogrammetry. When the cage-free view is enabled, you are still able to access the full panning range. For this, hold the control wheel pushed for half a second, or release it briefly and move it again. This feature is enabled by default. To disable it, go to Settings, Image, Cage-free view. The last feature of the new firmware I want to talk about is the possibility to change the default control mode. This is meant for environments with very uniform or reflective surfaces, or where there's a lot of dust. The stability system, also known as assist mode, does not perform at its best in such environments, and it is preferable to disengage it. Until now, you had to hold the bottom right function button pressed to disengage the stabilization. You can now permanently disengage the assist mode by moving the mode switch from the C1 position to A position.
Hi everyone, it's Raphael from the software team. Now let's talk about Inspector. Inspector is the software provided for free with our drones to make sense of the data. With the launch of the Helios 2, we are bringing brand new features, exploiting the full capabilities of the drone. When looking at the point of interest in Inspector, you can now undistort images to see objects in their actual shape. This feature simply renders the point of interest image, applying the drone's lens correction profile. This feature is available with Helios 1 and Helios 2 datasets. Taking advantage of the distance sensor mounted next to the camera of Helios 2, Inspector knows the distance between the drone and the object of scrutiny. Using this information, Inspector can estimate the distance between 2 pixels in the image. When looking at the point of interest, click any 2 points in the image and Inspector will measure the distance between the 2 points and give you an error estimate. To get the best results, your drone should be perpendicular to a flat surface. Loading data into Inspector when you're back from a mission is now done through the USB-C port located at the top of the Helios 2 payload. You no longer have to mess around with SD cards. With Inspector open on your desktop computer, connect the drone to the computer through USB-C and you will be automatically prompted for data import. Select the flights you want to import, the location where you want to import, and Inspector will copy the files and create individual project files along the way. The Cockpit app and Ilios 2 have been improved towards photogrammetry. So has Inspector. It now offers the possibility to extract images from your video at the controlled rate. Every picture is tagged with the camera model and manufacturer information to ease the creation of projects in Pix4D Mapper. Pix4D Mapper will recognize the Ilios 2 camera and use its lens and sensor properties for more robust model creation. Photogrammetry software can be tweaked with many parameters. We have experimented in different assets to find the optimal values to be used in Pix4D. Inspector offers you the optimal parameters in the form of a Pix4D template file, which you can import into Pix4D Mapper and then use during the model creation.
Hi there, Charles here from the Professional Service team. Today I have some updates about training. Following a professional training course is the best way to jumpstart your indoor drone expertise. For those willing to take the fast track to use their drone to their fullest, we offer a new training called Aerial Indoor Inspection Methodology Training. After this training, you will be able to plan and execute inspection with advanced practices in regard to flight in complex indoor environments. Even experienced outdoor pilots will take advantage of this session, learning industry-specific use cases and best practices in regard to indoor flights. If you are interested in taking the course, you will find more information at flyability.com on our training page.
That's all for today, folks. As always, if you want to learn more about indoor drone inspections, you can visit our knowledge base and browse our collection of articles, case studies, and product support posts. Also, you can register for our newsletter if you're interested in receiving more regular updates. We'll see you in the next Product and Services Spotlight video.